Hello. Thank you for tuning in. It's your girl, Channelle. I do not have a specific topic of discussion right now. I just, mm, I just want to see how this goes. You guys want to tune in, come talk? That's fine with me. Trying to see how. I'm gonna copy that for anyone who might want to come on and talk. Let's see. Trying to post it in the comment section. Yeah, guess you want to have a conversation with me. So, how was you guys' evening? Evening today. It was really cool. It was like really pretty much uneventful. My neighborhood, my community is devastated. When you roll down the street, you see like many buildings boarded up, ATMs, banks boarded up, grocery stores boarded up. When you when I went to the grocery store, um, they had looted the liquor aisle. I noticed they had lots of pasta, which by the way they haven't been having like lots of pasta, which I don't really eat pasta. But when I suddenly was like, you know what, I want some spaghetti and lasagna. Like I had it. I was like, I need either or. And go there and like there's no pasta. I was like, wow, it's cool. Not cool, but all right then. Let's see what else I can make. But yesterday I went to the store and it was just like ran. It was crazy. Everywhere was like boarded up. They had no alcohol. They had like cheap stuff like Smirnoff and well, I know they had lots of Smirnoff and they had some other stuff that I never heard of. And I was like, oh, that's only $6. No wonder why that's still there. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go live and see how it is. I don't have like a specific anything that's on my mind that I want to talk about. Well, there's a lot of things that I could talk about. So much stuff going on right now. But I just wanted to see how the conversation flowed. And that's not flowing. That's just stopping. Because I'm trying to get into the groove of it. Like I did not do bulletins or anything like I was told myself last time that I would do. Like it was just like, you know what? Get on there. Get on and do it. Just freestyle. Just freestyle. Like, okay, I'ma try. It's weird for me though. Having like a one-way conversation. I feel like my diary in a sense, but I don't want to talk about like personal things. But like when you have your diary and you're like just talking about whatever's on your mind or things that's bothering you or whatever. I yeah, I don't know. I'm just seeing where life, you know, just where like it's crazy. This world is just so crazy right now. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm over here multitasking. Let's see what I'm gonna put up here. Thanks for stopping by. Let's start scrolling. Thank you, my one person watching. Make me feel really special. No, it's better when I have no one watching. Then I don't get nervous as much. Can I imagine what it would be like when people are just actually tuning in to like wanting to know what I'm talking about? Like, oh my gosh, that's going to be scary. Hey, while you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to get this more poppin'. More poppin', more poppin'. Get it poppin', more poppin'. So, one thing that I did try and I noticed I can't find nowhere. I'm trying to buy a swimming pool. I can't find, like, they're not in stock anywhere. And it seems like the internet, they don't know when they're going to have any available. How about Walmart or Sears or Target, Ace Hardware, Lowe's, Home Depot? Like, these are the stores that I reached out to. It's like, try to get this pool. Like, I want one of these above ground. I think it's 15 by 30 feet, something like that. It was cool though. It was like this nice size pool. It was a couple $100s, and I was like, that would go nice in my backyard. Plus, my daughter, her birthday's coming up in August, and of course, she knows that she is a queen, and she deserves the best, and she's doing really well in school. And her birthday happens to be in summer. Like, her birthday usually falls on the first day of school. The last couple of years, her birthday has fallen on the first day of school. But I know, like, people, like, different places start school different days. But yeah, she's an August baby. Leo, she has a big heart. And this year, I really want to do something special for her. So I'm looking forward to that. Like, planning this magical, beautiful, just like thing for her. And I hope that this COVID-19 situation, you know, dies down, and, with all these rioting that's happening and people protesting, I'm afraid of another wave of COVID-19 coming back stronger. People that were, um, they thought they were immune. People are, um, thinking that they're immune, or that they don't have, symptoms, like, and they actually are um, asymptomatic and possibly spreading the disease to other people without knowing. Because I've seen videos of people out there protesting, and some people have masks on, some people don't. It looks like a 60-40% of people, like 60% of people out there had masks on, 40% didn't. But I started thinking, because after all of this happened, the day after, like, because they first started rioting Friday, so like Saturday morning ish, like, afternoon, not afternoon, but it was like 10:30 ish or so. I have went to the bank. Well, I was trying to go to the bank, and like that's when I realized, like, oh my gosh, everything they and smashed up the bank. I didn't see nothing about like a robbery of the bank, but I mean, all like everything's just destroyed. Not everything, but like a lot of things. It's just like messed up. So, anyways, I go to the bank and they're closed, but the ATM was opened. Was available to withdraw money, and I was withdrawing money and putting money into my account. Like I had two different accounts, whatever. Putting money, transferring money. There you go. That's what you call it. Anyways, so I went to go do that, and I started thinking like, oh my gosh, I touched the ATM, and I came home, and recently that I've been in this like, of course, like washing your hands when you go to the grocery store. I've been like, I have water and bleach in a spray bottle, and I like spray down all my groceries before I put them up like into the refrigerator. I clean them all off. So I was like really into this like protective mode where I was protecting myself or protecting my family. I had hand sanitizer in the car. Um, of course, the mask. Anyways, I came home and I don't know how this happened, but I forgot about washing my hands. I was like, no, so scary. COVID-19 still out there. Really? Oh no, it's private. I mean, it's not private, it's live, but I'm like, no, I want to, I'll add you. I didn't see you. But, yeah, I see that. What's this say? You can't be something. I'm about to add you. You can tell that's T Duck. T Duck, new Eric Kane. New Eric Kane, that's you. That's your new name. You can't be serious. Can't be serious.
I'm trying to tell you what's up with the lady.
How you doing?
All is well. You're doing a phenomenal job.
Huh? Can you speak up a
I
little
said you
louder
do.
though? I couldn't hear you.
uh, I said you're doing a phenomenal job.
Oh, thank you. I'm just at first like I was just nervous. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I was like, I'm like, I'm keep telling myself I just need to start and get out there and just try it and see where it goes. And I know I had like this specific thing I wanted to do, like this educational thing that I wanted to do, but as I might do that. However, I am a little like venturing away from that, and I want to learn how to, um, I guess, sort of like public speaking. Like I took public speaking in college. Past that, in public speaking, they tell you you're not supposed to like move your hands a lot. You're not supposed to say words like a lot. Um, that is in a sense totally opposite of YouTube. Like in YouTube the world, what I noticed of teachers and people out there that's like having their videos to really have lots of expression and their hands are moving and they're doing like facial gestures and it's like and me, I'm like, okay, I need to like get out of it. But yeah, anyways, I'm sorry. I'm happy that you're here. Why did you put your name as you can't be serious?
Oh, because people run around calling me a closet homosexual, and I have an affinity for male and all types of weird shit.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Um, yeah, that's crazy that people are putting that out there like that about you and saying those crazy things like that about you. And it's to me outside looking in, it just appears that they don't see nothing else that really bothers you. For like, it appears that if someone sex plays you, in your words, oh, you sex played me, like that gets you upset. And to me, it's like they see, oh, this is a weakness of his, so I'm gonna use that and do that to get him upset, and then it's like, but sometimes it seems like you kind of fall into it, like not that you want to be upset, but it just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to beat you up on there on here, like Thank you for joining though. And I want you to stay. I'm not kicking you off or anything. But I just, yeah, I'm like, that's just crazy. I'm like, that's another thing. Like the lady before, I remember that you was talking to, and then she was talking about me because of you, and she was talking about like I didn't have any edges, and I found that really funny because as a woman, like women, some women they experience hair loss. You know, like alopecia is real out there, and people experience hair loss, and a lot of women out there don't have edges. So was like, yeah, your bitch ain't got no edges. It's like that's funny because one I do, but it's like that's can usually be like a hurtful insult. So I can see why people will throw that around. And then for you, like you have this whole thing, like one you're from San Francisco, so being from San Francisco, it's already like yeah, kind of like how we look at people from Atlanta, like guys talk about San Francisco people look at people from Atlanta, guys in Atlanta and say like, oh, you're from Atlanta. Okay, like you kind of look at them sideways, like you try to figure out, like, are you kind of, not to say that there's anything wrong with the LGBT community or anything like that. Just saying that people out here understand that Atlanta has a high um, gay population. So yeah, I can see how you being from San Francisco, how somebody could just throw that out there because that would seem like an insult. Plus, this this whole thing about being sex played. So it's like, yeah, that makes him upset. Let's throw that at him. Oh, talking about his girl or whatever, that makes him upset. Let's throw that at him. And it's just like that don't make me like that don't make me upset. Like I don't care what people are saying out there in the sense of like they want to talk about you, like they want to talk about you. That got nothing to do with me. Like, I respect you, but I'm just like that don't have nothing to do with me though. But I don't like it when people sex play you because I sometimes in the past have took it personal and was like, well, if they're talking about you, they're talking about me. And if they're talking about me, then I'm getting attacked and I'm upset because I'm getting attacked. And it's just like nobody actually has any problems with me. They just only have problems with me because of my association with you, which kind of, to me, that part kind of sucks. Because, like, not to talk about Mrs. Lady, but I actually like her. And, like, she was clowning Jigga and she started clowning you, and I'm just like, she is hilarious. Like she's funny, and I like her. But I get why she was like, nah, block that bitch because of you. Like, okay, whatever. It's not that big of a deal or issue. It's just the whole thing about feeding into it. Like, I'm not gonna feed into it. I'm not gonna feed into anything negative. So when I see your name up here, like you can't be serious, it's like okay. I mean, not to say like you're entitled to your opinion. You can do whatever you want to, say whatever you want to. Like that's all you. Just saying. From here, it looks like you're feeding into it, but whatever. I personally, if someone wants to go on the attack of me, like they don't have nothing to say. Nobody has. There's nothing out there. I mean, there's nothing that anybody could try to like say to put me down or to say, oh, this is this, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can't hurt me that way. And so, for you, like, to me, I'm like, dude, like, you're not gay. Like, these people not serious. They doing it to fuck with you, to bother you, to get underneath your skin. And I don't know. It looks like it might be working. Do you have anything to say to that?
Um, I don't think it's working. I differentiate between the online fantasy and the actual reality of my life. Like they don't stop or hinder my day to day activities and me tackling my responsibilities. So I feel as though I mean what they do is irritate in the sense of like, my whole outlook and my whole purpose. or get it online was to be an uplifter, to get into consciousness, to preach togetherness and unity, and treating each other with respect and be tolerant of differences. Um, Also, so that we could gradually start to work together and build uh, within morals, principles, and economics, and things of that nature. So my whole thing was to do that. But in the mix to that and getting into all these YouTube beats, I realized that, well, I always knew I was a comedian. Uh, it was more like I joke around to keep from crying, I and that's what I go around doing. And you know, I realize I can make people laugh, but at the same time, I don't mean to hurt the people I hurt. And I think what they say to me doesn't it's not related to my life, so I don't take it as serious. But maybe some of the things that I say, and I'm just saying it to be funny, actually, is how they live, and it's not as funny, and it makes people think like I'm belittling them or, you know, putting myself and my family as better than them. But that's not the approach, or that's not what I want people to feel or get. I mean, I want people to be laugh, but then I would much rather have this serious conversation that we build and manifest a destiny for ourselves rather than live the manifest destiny that was prescribed by our forefathers. And I just think until we get there, I was always taught like until the student is ready, you'll be able to teach. And it's just like once we get there, hopefully after these after these situations that's transpiring within society today, we'll get more serious, and I can bring that part of me out so that I could be a benefit to the people. And I don't mean to ramble on. I apologize, but yeah,
No,
that's pretty much.
you're not. But I did have a thing that I wanted to shoot. Hold on, I just lost my train of thought. Um, shoot. Okay, what were you just saying? Can you like keep going? Cause I like totally like crashed and burned and like.
My bad. I was just explaining how when I came on YouTube, my intentions, I was on my unity
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you.
consciousness. Yeah.
So, my question for you. So I was saying earlier about how people they would try to attack you, so they say they attack me to get underneath your skin, or they'll sex play you, call you gay or something like homosexual to get underneath your skin to bother you. I notice what you do though is you say like a woman have a smell. Like I just wonder why is that your go to? Like, oh well, your vagina stinks. Like you, I don't know who you were talking to. Kept talking about somebody's vagina cavity needs to be removed or something, and I'm like, how do you remove a vagina cavity? You know, like none of that made sense at all. But I was just like wondering, like you always go there, and I'm like, is that because you feel like that's the ultimate like disrespect you could do to a woman is to say that she smells?
I'm not sure how it's taken. I say it to cut. Yes, I say it to cut and strike a nerve, but I don't. I mean, the absurdity of it, like you say, it's impossible to remove it. But it's just the I'm metaphorically speaking. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's just that that cap. It's just that cap. Just like you know. I mean, I was a clown. You gotta forgive me. And it's just like that's a dig. I don't purposely. I don't say it towards every woman. It's just the ones that present themselves, where it looks like it could be true, or like, they do something like they'll sit online and wear the same drawers for like 3 days. It's just like certain things, that like damn, like of course people know it's not real, but just to hear it, it's funny. Would you like for me not to do that anymore?
Well, as I said, you your own person and you could do whatever you decide that you want to do. I just don't like when you decide to, in a sense, belittle women. I understand that it's in retaliation. However, you're belittling women. And so when you decide to do that, I don't want to, in a sense, stand by you or appear to to look like I'm standing by you, like we're in this together. But another thing, while you're here too, I just wanted to explain to people because New Era and I, we have children together. We have three children together, and me and him are totally different. Like we're like opposites. Like what are those things that I mean, you don't say it anymore, but you just say people don't talk about like religion, politics, and what's the other thing? I could have sworn it was like three things.
I don't remember.
Is it only religion and politics, or is it two things you're never supposed to talk to people about?
Yeah, religion and politics.
Oh, I could have sworn it was three. All right, so let's just go with those two. Um, I have no idea what New Era's like political affiliation or belief is like. We don't talk about political things in that sense of like I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat or independent. Like we don't have those conversations. Um, we don't believe the same in a sense of like religiously. Um, if we were religious or are religious or whichever way, it's mostly because I'm not trying to put it out there. However, just we don't believe the same way. And it's crazy because growing up, I was always taught that you want to find a person or find a man that believes the same way you believe because that would make this your life and situation easier. And I do like agree with that in the sense of us being totally different and not believing the same has caused us problems in the past and like disagreements and things. However, we have learned to work and compromise and like overcome those things. However, we in a sense it's like we have this relationship where we agree to disagree. Like you do your thing in the sense of your beliefs, and I do what I believe is the right thing. And sometimes we don't agree, and sometimes we do agree. Um, but I don't like when you do stuff on the internet how the backlash in a sense it comes on me and yeah, I kind of like I don't like that part, but I understand it because it's like you kind of don't have a weakness. I mean, other than somebody's like sex playing you, like that's probably like your
Can you
only
hear me?
weakness. Now I can hear you. Now it's your microphone is muted, and now you're gone. So I guess you're gonna come back on or something, because you are out of there like home run. But yeah, okay, you're back now, but you're still muted. You gonna unmute yourself and can you repeat what you were saying?
I'm unable to speak, or can you hear me?
No,
Because
I
I
can
can't
hear
hear
you
you.
now. I can hear you. Hey, are you with me? Something, 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 something. I don't know the words. What's Stomp by Kirk Franklin? Holla if you with me. Something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember the words. I don't remember the words. Don't remember the words. But I don't know. It seems like you might be having a little bit of technical difficulties. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You're on screen. Like I can see you. It's just you're muted.
Hey,
Your
I'm sorry to cut you off. Enjoy your show. Have a great time. I can't see. I can't hear you. So I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Oh man, I can see you and hear you. That really sucks because I can see you just fine. It's cool. So, anyways, I really wanted to hear your opinion on what I was saying though, pertaining to how the backlash that you do, how it falls on me. I wanted to know how you felt about that. I feel that I am more stronger now and ready, like more able to mentally handle that compared to last time when I was really trying to like start my YouTube thing and like really trying to get out there. I was like bombarded by all this stuff and it was like brand new to me. And I was afraid there, but I'm probably more afraid now. I feel like I have some type of like PTSD, like that stuff freaking traumatized me. I didn't think that I would get like bullied or like what's another word instead of bullied? Like I mean, I really feel bullied, but I'm trying to think of another word for it. I can't think of it right now. Just yeah. But anyways, I was just it was overwhelming, and so I was like, I'm gonna just have to like step back and not really try to pursue this because I felt that a certain person was like ruining my character or my name that I was like my brand that I was trying to build. However, I realized that nobody has that power to do that except me. Like, hello. So yeah, that's a good lesson that I learned. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of some other things that happened. Today was it was just these I understand why everything's happening, but I would say that my anxiety is going up towards like once it hits like 6 o'clock for the last 3 days, like my anxiety has like gone up because right around 7 o'clock, that's when people that are not from here, outsiders, come and start looting and breaking things. And you could tell, like, it's the people that says, like, you know how we say for San Francisco, we be like Patrol Hill. People that are not from San Francisco, they be like, I'm going to Potrero. I'm going to Potrero Hill. You be like, where? Potrero. To what? Potrero? Okay, yeah. You're not from here. Yeah, where's Soma? Where's Soma at? I don't know where Soma is. Southfield Market? That's the Soma? Nah, see, we didn't call that Southfield Market. We called that the Tenderloin. And they still have a Tenderloin and they have a Soma district. But once upon a time, that was just all one place. Yeah. So, I forgot it was the name of this show they was doing in San Francisco. And that show just irked the mess out of me because they were mispronouncing all the streets in San Francisco. And I'm like, how are you going to have a movie about San Francisco? Y'all can't even pronounce none of the words here. You're saying the words wrong. That was just annoying. I'm like, you could at least got a consultant on how we talk out here. How do we talk? How do we hold our mannerisms? How we walk? Like, dude, I I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna like, man. Um, yeah, I hate when San Francisco is like misrepresented, and so we have all these people that's not from here. Oh, hello. I was just talking about you when you said I had no edges. I didn't say your name though, but I was like, yeah, that's about I had no edges. So I was like, that's like an insult that a lot of people, uh, as being a woman, like that's an insult that I think one woman will use to another one because a lot of women out there like suffer from that. So I was like, I didn't say your name, but I was like talking about you. Like that's I can see how you could use that as an insult to hurt someone when you don't know them. Just like T Duck over here insulting people, talk about their, women's private areas smell. And it's like, dude, like, why is that your go to insult? It's just retarded. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for coming by. I'm so happy that you stopped by. I'm so new to this, and I don't know how you just like talk and talk and talk and talk. I'm trying. I'm trying. I want to. It's like I gotta practice, but it's like I'm nervous, and now like I see you're in there, like oh my gosh, now I'm even more nervous, and it's only like one person. You're like one person. This like this makes me nervous. But yeah, is there anything that even though you're it's only one person, do you want to talk about? You hit the link. You did hit the link. I hit the link. Oh shoot, I didn't see it. If you want to hit the link, you can come back. Even though I'm probably like super boring, but yeah, you come talk to me. Or not. Totally okay. Okay, so I got nervous and my voice started doing like this high pitchy thing, and that happens. Oh my gosh, I don't know why. I have no idea. It just happens. Get nervous. Breathe. I'm gonna try to. My goal is to keep this stream up, and yeah, just like been having some like been kind of being a little upset, a little sad, lightweight depressed. Last year around this time. So before I go there, I was raised in a foster home, in a foster care system. And as a foster child, I was with my foster mom from since I was 7 until wait till I was an adult. And my mom, who raised me since I was 7, uh, she passed away last year, and it was really hard for me because I was like this. Even though I have gotten to know my biological mom now and things, not just from last year. It's been a couple of years now that I've gotten to know my biological mom, but just being my foster mom, like she's always like my mom. She's always been like my mom to me. She passed away, and I've been sad recently because aside from her just being gone and away from me and my children and the future that I thought that we would have, like her seeing my children get older and graduate high school and stuff like that, like my goals that I had. Um, Aside from that part, it's been hard because with all these stuff that's going on, like my mom's not here for me to talk to her about. I have 2 boys, 2 black boys, 2 sons, and it's just scary. This life, this world that how it is right now is scary. But I would say that, uh, luckily for me, though, well, I don't know. I was about to say, luckily for me, my children have their dad in their life, and he's a good role model and a good father figure for the children. However, he still is a black man in America that can get killed by the police any day now. You know what I mean? So that is scary. It is scary being a black mother to black boys because the black man is in attack. He's under attack right now. He's been under attack for a while now, for over 400 years. So I'm sorry, T Duck, like this coming in here, just distracting me. I know you guys can't see it. It's coming in here, like flash me, like he just doing all kind of stuff up in here. You can't see though. like, dude, you see me over here? I'm trying to do my little live stream over here, man. You over here trying to be sexy and stuff, trying to flash things. Like, man, trying to be a distraction, man. Yeah, you know one thing. Not to start talking about T Duck, but I like it when he cooks for me. Like he could cook, and we have children, so we switch off with cooking. Like some days I cook, some days he cook, which is awesome because then I like the days that I don't have to cook, even though I'm a good cook too. But like he cooks really great. Only thing I would have to say that's bad about him is I don't never want to watch T Duck cook. I don't want to watch him cook. Like, if you watch him cook, you're gonna be like, what did you just put? What is this? Partially in the? Oh, come on! Like me, what I do is I complain a lot when I watch him cook. Did you just? Oh, that don't go with that. Come on, man! Like that's gonna be nasty. We've been together for over 11 years. I still feel when he cooks like, ew, that's gonna be nasty, and then I eat it and I'll be like, that was actually really good. Where'd you learn how to cook that one? Like, for instance, I was a vegetarian for a long time. I know my conversation is all over the place because I know I was just talking about my foster mom and how I was sad that she passed and blah, 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 like I am. But aside from that, because I really, part of me don't want to talk about that because it is sad and depressing. Um, T Duck over here, like he could cook, and it's nice when he cooks. And I was a vegetarian for a long time, and I recently, in a sense of last couple of years, not like months, but recently became a meat eater, carnivore, and he made some smoked turkey necks and some red beans, and I was like, oh my god, like it was so delicious. It was delicious. And that was only like this year, 2020, that happened. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have been missing out. There's still a whole bunch of meat stuff that I have not tried. Like I have tried, chicken and steak and turkey and stuff. Oh, and one time I had lamb chops. Those was greasy and nasty. Had that at a restaurant. It's like, yes, I have the lamb chops, please. Yes, with a side of mashed potatoes and fresh spinach, please. Thank you very much. And then they brought it to me, and I had my little knife and my fork, and I was like, I must take a picture of this. This is Instagram worthy. And then what happened was, I took a picture, I bit into it, and I was like, this is the most disgusting thing ever. And like the gravy had it was some type of alcohol gravy, which doesn't make sense. Don't quote me on that. Like, I don't know. White wine gravy, something. It was gross. And I was just like, yeah, I don't think I ever want to eat lamb again. Um, let's see. What else we can talk about? I don't know. I'm like, dang, I did it for 44 minutes? What? Millie Rocket right now. Millie Rocket, hey. I know you can't see it. But I'm feeling good right now. It's like I did that. That was the longest I think I've done it for. live stream talking about. I but yeah, I'm sorry because I just, man, I do miss my mom and this whole protest stuff that's happening. She's not here to give me advice. She's not here to say, hey, I lived through this thing or that. Like, this is nothing, or you'll be okay. Like, just whatever. I heard of a story in San Francisco where they had, matter of fact, I'm not going to tell that story. Never mind. I'm just like going all over the place. I'm trying not to get sad thinking about my mom. Like, I really do miss her. My mom, she, like I said, she had me since I was 7. And she was really awesome. Everybody has downfalls or, like, you know, strikes against them, or, things that they've done that they're not proud of. And there's things as a parent that she's told me that she wasn't proud of. But it's crazy because right before she died, because she wasn't sick or anything before she died, um, she had basically like told me goodbye. She was like, she told me, call me by my name. And was like, I'm really proud of you. You're a really good mom. And I want you to know that I love you and that you're a really good mom. She never said goodbye, but like she was just telling me how proud of me that she was. And it made me sad because it was like, thank you, but I don't really feel like I like earned this yet. Like, there's so much more stuff that I want to do and want to accomplish. Things that, I think it would actually really make you proud. And and it's like now it's like kind of sad that she won't physically be here to see me. Can't say that I feel that she is spiritually watching either, but I would just say that it's sad that she's not here for during this time. But maybe it's for the best that she's not here during this time too. But yeah, that totally just made me go like, oh, so sad. I don't want to be sad. That made me sad. Um, I really don't want to end the live stream because I'm actually enjoying myself, even though there's no one here. But that's probably why I'm enjoying myself because I'm like a talkative, like I'm like an extroverted introvert, which doesn't really make sense, but that's how I feel. I feel like that's how I am, and that's like a hindrance of mine. I'm gonna try to keep working on that. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and wanting to hear what I'm rambling about because I'm really just all over the place and have not stuck to a certain subject at all. New era, you're here, you're here. Why don't you come back online and talk to me? Or you don't have to. You see, I'm using my whining voice now. Come talk to me. I want you to come talk to me because I'm lonely and I'm by myself. You gonna tune in? You gonna come on StreamYard with me? Come talk to me. Yes, that's a no. Okay, one thing I just thought of because I have my cup here. It is a wine cup, but I literally have soda in it. I just have water in it and I'll put soda in it. Um, It says every hour is happy hour. And I was just thinking when I saw that about being happy and how it is so hard sometimes to find your happiness. And when you're young and you are first coming into adulthood, you do things, you're like, hey, I want to experiment, I want to see how, I wonder, what makes me happy. And I am still figuring out things that make me happy. But one thing that I realized that I really love is going to the beach, being around water, like floating in the water, swimming, being at one with the ocean, feeling the waves push my body around. Like, I love that. That makes me happy, especially if it's a warm, very warm, sunny day and I'm in the ocean and I can't touch the ground and I'm treading water. That that's like a perfect day to me. That makes me happy. Um, like I said, I am a mother. Of course, seeing my children every day, waking up, mommy, I love you. Or mommy, I think I forgot to give you a hug this morning and I wanted to give you a hug. Like, that makes me happy. But you need to find, especially in times like this, where it's a lot of chaos and confusion and pain, you have to really try to find your happiness. And like I said, I'm drinking soda out of a wine cup, but um, you don't need to find your happiness in the bottom of a you know a wine glass or a bottle of alcohol or anything. You need to learn what makes you happy. And oops. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me how you do this. You click it. So New York Kane said that's from your mom, the energy. And it was crazy because when my mom died, I went to her house. So, of course, like I went to my mom's house. And my mom had this rug that was right in front of her door. And it said, be happy. But it was a B. It was spelled BEE. And it had a little bumblebee. And the bumblebee was had like a loopy loop, like, the trailing. It was trailing the bumblebee. And it said, be happy. And I'm like, that really embodied my mom. So when you put that there and you was like, that's from your mom, the energy. I'm like, yes, thank you for saying that, like that positive thought, because it's just like, yeah, it is so hard sometimes. But like, you got to be happy. You got to find out what makes you happy, and go to your happy place when you're not feeling all that great. My happy place is the beach. I love going to the beach. I love hearing the waves. I love hearing the birds. But I love being in nature. Period. Like that's really calming and beautiful to me. But I would say, like, if I don't know if it's a hobby, but I like going to different beaches. And I live in California, so that's not really that hard to do. Like going to different beaches along the coast. But like we try to find me and my children and stuff. Like we try to find new beaches to go to, and like to collect seashells and tell stories about the sea life that we find. Once we found a jellyfish that was really scary. Finding a jellyfish wasn't scary. Like my children captured it, put it in a little like a sand bucket. They put the jellyfish in the sand bucket and was like showing it off to some other children that was on the beach. Like, hey, look, we found the jellyfish. And it was like, oh my gosh, guys, jellyfishes sting. Be careful. Like, oh, but I was like, it was also like amazing because I was like, wow, they have jellyfish out here. I didn't. I mean, I have been to Monterey Bay Aquarium. I have seen jellyfish in Monterey Bay Aquarium. However, I did not know that in Alameda they actually have jellyfish there. Now in San Francisco, they have sharks. They have been shark attacks at the Ocean Beach in San Francisco. But the beach in Alameda is really calm, and that's where we found the jellyfish, and that was like creepy. I mean, it wasn't creepy. It was like scary and awesome and cool and like fascinating. But it was like I don't really want to go swimming here anymore because they might like. What if I get stung by a jellyfish? My children, we were on the shore. We were on the shore, so that's how they was able to catch that jellyfish. And I'm like, if I'm out there and I'm swimming, there's got to be more jellyfish out there. I'm not going out there. Like, and I was scared for a good week. I don't know what that was supposed to do, but I didn't go back. Like for a week, I was like, I'm not going back. But like, I had this thing. Like, I really like to go to the beach very often. It doesn't really matter which beach I go to, as long as I like can put my feet in the water and ground myself. Like, I'm all cool with that. The beach in Half Moon Bay is really pretty. That's a nice beach also. Santa Cruz, that's a cool beach. Went to a lot of different beaches. I really appreciate you, girl. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate the support, and it wasn't like any drama or anything. I was like, yeah, yeah. Hey, building friendships over here. Okay, I don't know. I'm hoping I'm building friendships though. Cyber friendships. I don't know. I want to build. I don't want to just be like I want people follow me. Hey, follow me, follow me. I have so much to say. I'm the smartest person in the world. Follow me. Like I'm not trying to say that. I do have things that I could teach you. Once I actually get organized, because as you see right now, my thoughts are like all over the place. But I'm gonna get it together. When like I'm gonna get it together and it's gonna be organized. As of right now, it's just like yeah, as of right now, I'm just not organized. I don't want to be afraid to come on here. Mhm. It was scary. Growing up, I grew up. That's me, my soda. I grew up when they had chat rooms. ASL, age, sex, location. Uh, I used to love being in the chat rooms, the AOL chat rooms. Um, but it was really stressed to me as a child that you don't give out any of your real information. You don't tell people where you live at. You don't tell people what school you go to. Like there's a lot of just the stuff like when it first came out because there were children that was being kidnapped and telling people where they stayed at and stuff and what school they went to and like all kind of personal information. So it was really scary because children were giving out this information. So they had this whole thing about internet safety. And so now I have this thing and it's like, oh, like, okay, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have Snapchat, I have like all these social media platforms, I guess. They're not big or anything, but just like I have these different platforms. And um dude, I'm gonna have to get this together or I'm just not losing train of thought mid sentence. Like what is up with that? I mean it is like 11:53 p.m., a couple of minutes to midnight. And so I am tired, but I'm also excited to like try to come out of my comfort zone. Like it's scary, but I'm trying. So, um, yeah. So I'm here, still trying to do that, but I keep losing train of thought. Usually, like as a teacher, I was a teacher prior before. I am not a teacher now. But as a teacher, we had a syllabus, and at the beginning of the school year, you had to create your syllabus, submit it to the principal for review, some other stuff that had to happen. But you had a syllabus and you stuck to it, and that's what I need to do. Really structure my live stream. But I kind of wanted to give people opportunity to uh, call in and stuff and join the panel, or if not, just see how I do with rambling for not hours, but for a while. I was like, I'm gonna try, and I bet if I play this and I say how many times did I say I'm gonna try, it's probably like about 30, maybe more times. Like feels like a lot. But I do, like I said before, I have a Instagram. Um, um, oh yeah, okay. So I have an Instagram. I'm trying to. I'm gonna put that on the screen. Um, hmm. Okay. So we have that. Then we have Facebook, right? Oops, that was wrong. Make it. Gonna put that up there too, in case you want to drop $1 or two. You know what I'm saying? Baby. You know what I'm saying. Boom, 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 boom. Drop that cash out. Drop that cash out. Hey, get some cash. Hey, get some cash. Hey. Okay, so we did that. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Oh shoot, I gotta add a Snapchat. Because if you don't know, well now you know, We're gonna do Snapchat, right? Then we're gonna put it like this, right? We're gonna put it like this. T-shirt. We gonna do the Snapchat. You always want it to be capitalized. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for more, guys. don't forget to like and subscribe to my Instagram, Facebook. Drop some money in the Cash App. Catch me on Snapchat. And if you really want to know, I got more things in store. Thank you. Hope you guys have a beautiful evening. It was fun chatting with you guys. Thank you, New Era, for stopping by. Cyber real life is not in cyberspace. Thank you for stopping by. We all know Casey Jones is, right? Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you all. Peace, peace, peace.